Today on the Cardinal Sports Network, your Lawrence Cardinals will be taking on the Ewing Blue Devils in varsity swimming. And off they go for the start of the 200 medley relay. Swimming in lane 4 for Lawrence, Katie Sullivan. In lane 2, Fletcher Sisk. In lane 6, Nicole Dong. And swimming in lane 3, we have Ewing with Mahan swimming. Now Sullivan's already on her return lap, well ahead of the rest of the swimmers. Swimming in second is Sisk over here in lane 2. Now Sullivan will tag in, and Ethan Wang will enter the water in lane 4. Lane 2, Rika Sharma into the water. Sisk well out front right now. He makes the turn. There goes Sharma in second. And right now, Washington is in third in lane 4. I'm sorry, lane 3 for Ewing. Now, tagging in lane 2. I'm sorry, lane 4. That was Wang and Carmaker into the water next. Carmaker flying across the water in lane 4. Carmaker with the turn. In lane 2, we see Sharma heading by. It's going to be Carmaker tagging in, and into the water already goes Liam Carroll. I'm sorry, that wasn't Sharma, that was Nikolov in lane 2. Carroll way out front. Nikolov tags in, and Alex Murphy into the water in lane 2. In lane 4, Liam Carroll going to tag in for the win with a time of 2:26.92. Over here in lane 2, Alex Murphy tags in for second with a time of 2:40.64. And over in lane 6, I believe that's Carter Edwards tagging in to take third place with a time of 2:51.69. And Nelson will finish up for Ewing in lane 3 to claim fourth place.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
Into the water they go for the start of the 200 free. Swimming in lane 4, Molly Romaine for Lawrence. Lane 2, Kian Kachastapur for Lawrence. And in lane 6, Julia Deliwa, also for Lawrence. In lane 3 for Ewing, we have Frolio. And in lane 5, Beza. All three Lawrence swimmers out front right now as they'll make the turn. And leading the way is Romaine in lane 3. About a dead heat for second. The Lawrence trio pulling away from the Ewing duo. And now it's Romaine, followed by Deliwa at the turn. Well, apparently I've been misinformed on who's in lane 2. Oh, that's Kajastapur in lane 2. There's got some better information. Kajastapur swimming in second right now and closing on Romaine. Still Romaine at the turn. These longer events, the swimmers have to pace themselves. If they go out too hard too soon, they can run out of energy. Conversely, if they wait too long to go, they give up too much time. Romaine still out front in lane 4. Kajastapur in lane 2. Staying within about a swimmer length. Romaine with the turn, now Kajastapur with the turn. And Kajastapur starting to pour it on. And Kajastapur is going to sneak in for the win just ahead of Romaine with a time of 2:52.36. Now over there in lane 6, Deliwa is going to take third for the Cardinals. Looking for the Ewing swimmers, and that's a pretty close battle between those two as well. We got Frolia in lane 3, just ahead of Beza in lane 5. And that's the way they're going to finish.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
And into the water they go for the start of the 200 IM. Swimming in lane 2, Kolometskaya, lane 4, Carroll, and lane 6, Wang, swimming for Lawrence. Lane 3 for Ewing, Waluski, and lane 5 for Ewing, Aschenfelter. Cardinals out in front right now in the top 2 spots. Ewing swimming in third. Over in lane 6, it's Ethan Wang setting the pace for everyone. In fact, he's left everyone. Wang now at the turn. And swimming in lane 4, Carroll holding on to second. Wang well out front. Now Wang with the turn. And we saw Carroll swim on by. Kolometskaya in lane 2 is hanging on to 4th place right now, close behind third. Wang with another turn. Carroll giving chase in lane 4. And Kolomatskaya staying close behind the third place swimmer from Ewing. That would be Waluski. Wang with his turn. And Carroll heading for the turn as well. Kolomatskaya seems to be staying within about a length and a half of Waluski. Now there's the final turn for Wang, as Wang is going to sprint back to the finish. And Wang will tag in for the win with a time of 2:42.67. Now moving over to lane 4, Liam Carroll lapping one of the Ewing swimmers. Carroll will tag in for second with a time of 2:58.28. And now a battle for third and fourth is going to come down to Waluski and Kolomatskaya. And Waluski is going to take third, followed very closely by Kolomatskaya for fourth. And Ashenfelter still with one turn and a lap to go. There's Ashenfelter with the turn. And she'll put in the effort to go the distance. Getting support from the other swimmers and from the fans in the stands. And Ashenfelter will tag in to claim fifth position.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Step up. Thank you, Mark.
Into the water they go for the 50 free. LaFlame in lane 4, Edwards in lane 2, and Dong in lane 6 for Lawrence. Over in Ewing land, we've got Washington, Perez, and Latran. At the turn, it's going to be LaFlame out front in lane 4. And in lane 2 is Carter Edwards. And it looks like LaFlame is going to come in for the win with a time of 35.95, followed closely by Edwards. Third in lane 3 was Washington, followed by Dong in lane 4.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
I'll bring up the 100 butterfly. It appears that the Cardinals are the only team fielding any swimmers for this event. Lane 4, we're going to have Paige Van Heis. Lane 2, Vlado Nikolov. And lane 6, Riley Burns. The swimmers stepping up onto the platforms. And into the water they go for the start of the 100 butterfly. Big long glide there in lane 6 for Riley Burns. But out front in lane 4, it's Paige Van Heis. Van Heis at the turn. Nikolov second Burns second at the turn, and Nikolov third, close behind. Van Heist well out front in this event. And Van Heist not waiting around for her teammates. And she goes flying down that lane 4. Van Heist with the turn. And now moving into second, it's Burns in lane 6, followed by Nikolov in lane 2. Van Heist coming in for the finish. And she'll tag in for the win with a time of 1:25.12. Over in lane 6, Riley Burns is going to grab second with a time of 1:36.93. And Nikolov in lane 2 will round out the field, third place with a time of 1:44.69.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
Next event is the 100 freestyle. Silver step up.
Into the water they go for the start of the 100-yard free. Swimming in lane 4, Carter Edwards chasing after Frolio, who's in lane 3, swimming for Ewing. This is the first time we've seen one of the Ewing swimmers out front. And here in lane 2, Olivia Deliwa challenging for that lead now. Looked like Deliwa with a slight advantage at the turn. Very slight, and they're about dead even right now. Deliwa and Frolio. Also swimming for Lawrence in this event over in lane 6 is Biska Basnet. And at the turn, it is still Deliwa out in front of Frolio. And Deliwa, it's like she didn't get tagged up in time there, and that's going to hand the win to Frolio at a time of 1:20.63, with Deliwa, Edwards, and Basnet following.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
Next event is the 400-meter freestyle. Silver step up. Take your mark.
500 free, the longest event of the evening. Swimming in lane 4 for the Cardinals is Fletcher Sisk. Olivia Yuckmau is in lane 2, and Emily Burns in lane 6. Swimming in lane 3 for Ewing, we've got Walewski, and swimming, I don't see him right now, but we're supposed to have Nelson out there as well. There's Nelson in lane 5. This is an event where the swimmers really have to pace themselves. Got to go a long distance, and going out too hard and too fast can burn a swimmer out. Can also lose track of how many laps they've swum. So we have lap counters at the far end of the lanes that will put a board into the water that the swimmers can see as they're heading for that turn. Currently it's Yuckmouth out front in lane 2, followed by Sisk in lane 4, and then Walewski for Ewing in lane 3, hanging right there with the two of them. In fact, Sisk and Yuckmouth very close together, pretty much matching pace. But it's still Yuckmouth at the turn. Starting to put a little bit of distance on Walewski. Now Yuckmouth looks like she has about a half a length over Sisk, getting close to a length. Good turn there by Sisk, puts him out in front. But Yuckmouth has a little more pace down the straights right now. So it's Yuckmouth first to the turn. Sisk with a good glide off the wall. Yuckmouth able to swim back around him. In fact, she put about a length on him in that particular pass. And Sisk makes most of it back up just on the turn. Be interesting to see how this one pans out over the distance. Walewski unable to stay with the two Cardinals. About a half a lap behind. Yuckmouth stretching it out further and coming up to put a lap on Nelson over there in lane 5. And she'll do so. Looks like Sisk might be able to get past her as well. So Yuckmouth and Sisk well out front of the rest of the field. To make turn 11. Now Yuckmouth has managed to put about a 2-length lead over Sisk. Maybe 3 lengths. There's the turn, and Yuckmouth taking firm command of this event. Yuckmouth all alone now. Coming up to turn 13. There goes Sisk. He's heading for 13 as well. And finally we see Walewski giving chase. And there's the bell for the final lap for Yuckmouth. Yuckmouth pouring it on now. You know, she's got a little bit left in the tank and she's going to go for it here. There's the final turn for Yuckmouth. And Sisk finally coming into the picture there, as Yuckmouth has really stretched this one out. So it's going to be Yuckmouth tagging in for first with a time of 5:43.22. Now Fletcher Sisk will swim in for second. They'll tag in with a time of 5:57.33. Now Walewski heading in as the first swimmer to complete the event for the Ewing team. He'll tag in for third with a time of 6:17:46. And almost a dead heat there for fourth between Nelson and Burns. No, maybe not. Looks like Nelson had another lap to go. So Burns has taken fourth. And the only swimmer still out there is Nelson. Nelson with the turn. And now Nelson will head back towards the starting blocks. And Nelson comes in for sixth.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
And now the 200 free relay. Into the water they go. And swimming out front, we've got Dalton in lane 4 and Kajastapur over there in lane 6. Lane 2, Daliwa also giving chase there as the three Cardinal teams out front. But it's going to be Dalton really pouring it on, heading back to the changeover. Dalton tags up, and into the water goes Wang. Over there in lane 6, Molly remains in the water for the Cardinals. And in lane 2, Carter Edwards. But Wang already headed back towards the next changeover. Wang tags in there, and Carpinelli goes into the water next. Carpinelli flying down the lane. Over there in lane 6, Bassnet is into the water. And Hopeless Dishian in lane 2. But Carpinelli is going to tag in for the changeover, and Megan Simpson will be the final swimmer in lane 4. And the lane 4 team well ahead of everyone else. Simpson with the turn. And they've got about a full lap on all the other teams. Simpson's going to tag in there with a time of 2:01:09. Over there in lane 6, Carroll tags in to take second with a time of 2:15:39. Now over here in lane 2, Zoe Snelling's going to tag in for third with a time of 2:26:29. Lane 4 for Ewing Blue Devils. I believe that's Perez in the water. Or is that may be Frolio who's finishing up for the Blue Devils. Yes, that is Frolio who tags in the time of 2:51:55.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Next up, the 100 backstroke.
Take your mark.
Swimming in lane 4 for the Cardinals is Alex Cherry. Lane 2 is Leah Kibbe, and lane 6 is Sarah Maharajan. Cardinals have the top 3 spots, followed by Mahan and Nelson from Ewing. At the turn, it's going to be Cherry out front, followed by Kibbe and Maharajan. At the turn, top 2 swimmers pretty close. But after the turn, Cherry extends her lead to about a length. Kibbe doing a good job keeping pace with her. Now coming up to the turn, and it's Cherry at the wall first. Gap seems about the same, about at 1 length. And Cherry is going to tag in for the win with a time of 1:26.83. Kibbe takes second. Maharajan takes third. Looks like fourth is going to go to Washington for Ewing. And here comes Nelson to round out the field.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Next up, the 100 breaststroke.
Take your mark.
Into the water they go. Lane 4, it's Nick Straka out front. Lane 2, Carpinelli giving chase. And over there in lane 6, Hope Lestitian. As the Cardinal swimmers are all holding on to the top 3 spots so far. Straka really burning up the course. He did enter the water a little early there. Hopefully he doesn't get penalized for that. Not taking away from his pace so far, though, as he is really flying down the lanes. There he goes for his final turn. Lane 2, Carpinelli laying firm hold on second, and Lestitian over there in lane 6, holding on to third. Now Straka is going to tag in first, 1:21.11. Carpinelli all by himself here for second. And he'll tag in there for a time of 1:36.05. Now we got a side-by-side match for third. And third is going to go to Washington in lane 3, followed by Lestitian in lane 4. And now here comes Ashenfelter in lane 5 to round out the field.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Last event of the day, the 400 free relay.
Thank you, Mark.
Into the water they go. This is another lengthy event, but each swimmer is only swimming 100, so it's not quite as bad as that 500 we saw a while ago. At the turn, it looks like Nikolov in lane 2 had a slight edge over Kajastapur in lane 4. Then Yakmau in lane 6 about even with Waluski. And Waluski seems to have moved into third at this point. No, it's still a good fight there by Yakmau. Got the top 4 pretty close together. Kajastapur still out front in lane 4 as he heads to the changeover. And Kolonitskaya will enter the water in lane 4 and Dong in lane 2. Over there in lane 6, Rika Sharma into the water. And Kolonitskaya already at her first turn as the lane 4 team is starting to show their dominance. Kolonitskaya with her turn. This is an interesting event in that it's been co-ed in these different events for this meet. The relay teams are actually alternating boys and girls as to who's in the water at the time. Kolonitskaya with her final turn, and she'll head back towards the changeover. Dong giving chase in lane 2. And lane 4, Fletcher Sisk enters the water for the Cardinals. And Kaylin LaFlame in lane 2. Olivia Deliwa in lane 6. There's the first turn for Sisk. He's not waiting around for anyone. Still got that good battle going on for third. Sisk with another turn. That's actually more of a battle for second, headed the other way. Yeah, Sisk with the turn. Oh, I'm sorry, we've got Deliwa over there swimming in lane 6, who's in third, or second. And now Sisk to the changeover. And into the water goes Maharaj. Maharajan heading for her first turn. Over there in lane 6, Julia Deliwa has entered the water, taking over for Olivia Deliwa. Lane 4, Fletcher Sisk all the way. And in lane 2, LaFlame has handed off the baton to Nick Straka. Now Mahajan coming up to put a lap on, I believe that's Ashenfelter in lane 3. Ewing only fielding one relay team for this event. And lane 4, Cardinals, Sahara Mahajan is going to take the win at the time of 5:13.26. Second, Julia Deliwa in lane 2, followed by Nick Straka in lane 3. And we see Frolio making his turn, heading back towards the finish. And Frolio goes the distance to finish out the event. That's going to do it for swim meet tonight. Your Lawrence Cardinals victorious over the Ewing Blue Devils with a score of 129-37. Thanks to Vince Melendrez for working camera for this event. And thank you all for watching. Be sure to tune in again next time for more exciting Cardinal sports action on LTPS TV.